In the quiet town of Hollow's End stood a mansion that no one dared approach. Its name was spoken only in whispers, Ravenshade Manor. Its windows stared blankly over the village like the eyes of a corpse, and its halls were said to echo with the laughter of children who had long since vanished. No soul had ever returned from its threshold, until Isabella Ravenshadow came. Isabella Ravenshadow was a pale young woman with long white hair, piercing gray eyes, and a presence both fragile and unyielding. She wore a long blood-red Victorian gown trimmed with black lace sleeves and silver embroidery, and in her trembling hand she carried an old cracked porcelain doll. The villagers watched in silence as she crossed the iron gates, her figure swallowed by the shadows of the house. Inside, the manor seemed alive. The floorboards groaned, cobwebs clung to her gown, and drafts whispered like voices behind her ear. Each room was a relic of grief: broken mirrors, abandoned toys, and shadows that shifted though she stood still. The porcelain doll in her hand glowed faintly, as though guiding her deeper. In the library, Isabella discovered a diary belonging to the manor's mistress. Its pages spoke of a curse, a spirit imprisoned inside the doll, hungry for release. Each line warned of a night when the house itself would demand blood to end its torment. She pressed on. In the nursery, cradles rocked on their own. Tiny handprints smeared the walls in soot. Paintings along the halls twisted into sneering faces, their eyes watching her every step. With each moment, the doll's cracks widened, its glow burning brighter. Finally, Isabella reached the ballroom. Chandeliers swayed as though moved by unseen hands, and mirrors rippled like water. Ghostly children emerged, circling her in broken laughter, their images flickering in the glass. The air was thick with whispers, and the doll in her grip pulsed with unnatural life. Holding the diary high, Isabella felt the curse ignite. The porcelain doll began to splinter, glowing from within as the diary's pages burst into flames. Spectral screams tore through the manor. The floor split open, fire and shadow devouring the house. The ghostly children dissolved into ash. Ravenshade Manor collapsed around her as the doll shattered into shards of glowing porcelain, flooding the ruins with blinding light. When dawn came, the hill was silent. Ravenshade Manor was gone, reduced to smoke and rubble. And there, among the ashes, stood Isabella Ravenshadow. Her gown was torn, her pale face streaked with soot, yet her gray eyes burned with survival. At her feet lay the shattered porcelain fragments, their glow fading into silence. The curse was broken, but the villagers whispered still. Had Isabella destroyed Ravenshade Manor? Or had Ravenshade Manor found a home within her?